So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts web exclusive Star Wars Qui-GON Jinn. So let's get into it right away and start off with the box. So we do get a basic style box for the SH Figuarts Star Wars line when we get a web exclusive, and there isn't a window on the front of the box since it is a web exclusive. It does say Star Wars Qui-GON Jinn. We do get two different images of the figure right there. It says SH Figuarts, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai. And then the bottom of the box does have the blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. And then here is the top of the box, pretty basic for SH Figuarts Star Wars. And then here is the one side of the box. And then the other side here with an image of Qui-Gon there. And then the back of it does show a few poses you can get this Jedi Knight into along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure over to take a closer look at one of the coolest Jedi Knights in the Star Wars universe until Darth Maul killed him. Spoilers. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look into Tamashii Nations really did a phenomenal job with this Qui-GON Jinn. The biggest downside, I think, to this figure is, once again, another Star Wars character in the SH Figuarts line is a web exclusive, so he is double in price. So to me, that's probably the biggest disappointing thing about this figure here, but they really did an excellent job with it. The face sculpt, I think, looks like Liam Neeson. I think they nailed it pretty damn good. So very good job on the face sculpt there. The eyes are both painted looking in the same direction, so that is a huge plus. Nice paintwork on the eyes, eyebrows, and the beard and mustache and everything. And the mustache and beard is all sculpted on there. And they went back to using that like gold paint for the color of his hair. I don't know why. And then we do get the darker brown added in there. So it does look good though. The front pieces of the hair, very nice sculpt on it. And on the top of the head, it is very glossy, his hair. Then we do get the little ponytail on the back, and then the lower part of the back of his hair. Very nice sculpt all throughout his hair, though, so they did do a good job with it. And it is a very soft, rubbery type plastic, so it really does not hinder any of his neck articulation. So very happy about that. And very nice sculpt on the neck there. The skin tones do match on the face and the neck, so good job with that. And we do get his Jedi robe here, and they did a beautiful job with it. One thing, I do wish they would add a little bit of paint shading on their Jedi robes. I know we never get it, but I really would love if they added, even if it was just a subtle paint shading throughout the Jedi robes. I just think it would give it a nice touch. But beautiful sculpt all throughout these pieces here, these sculpted wrinkles. Then we get the robe under it, and then the undershirt under that as well. And then we do have a very nice texture on the outer piece here, just like with most the Jedi robes there. And then we do get some nice sculpted wrinkles under the arms and everything. Then the back here, nice sculpted wrinkles on the back, and then these pieces. So very good job with the Jedi robe. And the under robe is also has like a nice texture to it, just like the outer piece here. Very nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout the arms, and they do have those really baggy sleeves, and it looks like it is hanging off his arms, so they did a very nice job with the sleeves there. And if you look, you can see his forearm, and you can see the undershirt sleeve right there. So I do like how they added that on, and I think they did add that with the last couple Jedi figures that we've gotten. Now for his Jedi belt here, pretty basic from what we've been getting with the Jedi figures. Very nice sculpt work on the beige piece. We do get that nice texture on it. Then the darker brown piece, they did a very nice job with the sculpt. And then the paint here for the silver on the buckle and the buttons, I do like how they added that on there. And then we do get a couple pouches and those silver pieces, and they did a very nice job with the sculpt and paint on that. The back of the belt looks good, very good job with that. We do get another pouch and a few more of those silver pieces. So great job all throughout the Jedi belt, and it is a separate piece, just like what we've been getting with all the other Jedi figures. Then we do have a peg insert, which is meant for his hilt, which I'll show you next during the accessories. Now moving on to the lower part of the robe, we do get that nice texture just like on the top pieces, so very good job with that. And then we do get some sculpted wrinkles all throughout them, and it is in 6 pieces, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and then we do get the 2 side pieces, and they are a very soft rubbery type plastic, so it really does not hinder the leg articulation, so I do like that as well. And then we do get his Jedi pants here, and we do get some very nice sculpted wrinkles on the inner thigh right there, and I believe there is a very subtle black paint shading on his brown pants. It's extremely hard to tell, like I can't even tell, but I believe it is on the brown pants there. But beautiful sculpted wrinkles all throughout the pants, on the front, the side there, and then the back, so very good job with that. And I do love the sculpted wrinkles around the knees. It's probably the best part of the pants sculpt there. And then the lower legs there, we do get the pants tucked into the boots, which look pretty cool, so good job with that. And then we do get his Jedi boots, which is probably one of the best things about this figure here. We get some beautiful paint shading all throughout it and great sculpt work all throughout the boots there. I do like these sculpted wrinkles around the ankles. I think that looks dope. And then the feet, very nice sculpt and paint once again. And we do get the soles. And then the bottom of the feet. Not much going on, but overall, I think Tamashii Nations did a kick-ass job with this Qui-GON Jinn. Like I said, it sucks that he's a web exclusive, and I do wish they add a little more paint shading on these Jedi figures, but other than that, I think the detail was executed very well on this Qui-Gon, and I can't be any more happier with how it turned out. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we don't get a whole bunch with this Qui-Gon, but we do get the basics that we do get with the SH Figuarts Jedi figures. So we do get a total of 10 interchangeable hands, so we do get a pair of fists, of course, which come on the figure out of the packaging, and they're not painted, they're just molded in the color of the plastic. There isn't any paint shading or anything like that, but a very nice sculpt all throughout these, and these are all pretty much the same hands we've been getting with all the other Jedi figures. So we do get a pair of fists, and all his hands are very simple to interchange, and that is always a big plus there. Then we do get a pair of gripping hands here, and this is where the thumb is molded together to the fingers. Very nice sculpt all throughout these. So we do get a pair of those. And we get another pair of gripping hands where it looks like he's holding his lightsaber on an angle. Very nice sculpt all throughout these as well. So we do get a pair of those. And then we do get a pair of force push hands. Very nice sculpt all throughout these as well. And then finally, we get another pair of force using hands. These are the ones we get with Obi-Wan. But a very nice sculpt all throughout these. Also, so we do get those 10 interchangeable hands, and then we also get 2 interchangeable faces. So we do get this one on the left that comes on the figure out of the packaging that we did take a look at already, and this is the basic looking face, and this is my favorite out of the two because this pretty much looks exactly like Liam Neeson, aka Taken. They did a very good job with this face sculpt here, and the way you interchange the faces when you want to put a new one on, all you do is just slide it right on those pegs there, simple as that. And when you want to take it off, kind of wiggle it back and forth, and it'll pop right off there. So very simple to interchange the faces. So we do get that one, and then we finally get the yelling, angry, screaming face, or Darth Maul just killed my ass face. I think this is more aimed to be the Darth Maul just killed me face. But I mean, it kind of looks like Liam Neeson, but also doesn't. So really not a big fan of this face here, but they did do a nice job with the paint and the sculpt. The eyes both painted looking in the same direction. Nice sculpt and paint on the beard there, and then on the top and front of the hair. So pretty good job on that face, but I do like the basic looking one a lot more than that one there. So we do get those 2 interchangeable faces, and then we finally get his hilts, one without the lightsaber blade and then one with the lightsaber blade. So we'll look at the one without the lightsaber blade, and we do have a peg on it because it does peg into his belt, which I will show you shortly. But very nice sculpt and paint on this. Very nice paintwork on the red button there. It's a very good job on this hilt here. I think his hilt's probably my favorite out of all the Jedis that we've gotten so far. And all you do is just peg it right there onto his belt, and this does come on Qui-Gon out of the packaging. Very simple to get it on there, and you can swivel it around. So we do get the hilt without the lightsaber blade, and then we do get the hilt with the lightsaber blade. And when I was younger, I thought they were called lifesaver blades, like the candy. But they did do a very nice job with the green translucent plastic for the blade. I do like the way that looks, and then the hilt looks just as good as the other one. So very good job on both the hilts and the lightsaber blade. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Qui-Gon. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? So now for the height of Qui-Gon, and Liam Neeson is a tall guy. I believe he's over like 6 feet tall, so he should be one of the tallest Jedis that we have in the SH Figuarts line as of right now. So to the top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 6 inches and 1/4 inch tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Jango Fett, Darth Maul, Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Mace Windu. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, R2-D2, Han Solo, and Chewbacca. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Punisher. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck, and I believe he has the best neck articulation that we've gotten with any other Jedi figure. So we do get an upper neck joint here, and Qui-Gon can look up about that much. Will get hindered a little bit by the hair. Doesn't hinder it extremely bad though. And then he does look down pretty much all the way, so great forward and back movement with the upper neck joint. Then we do get very nice pivot there. So great pivot there as well, and then it does swivel the lower neck joint. We do get some pretty good forward movement going back. It gets hindered by the collar, of course, so with both joints he does look all the way down, and then both joints he pretty much looks up the same amount as the upper neck joint there. Then we do get nice pivot, very nice pivot at the lower neck, and then it also swivels, so great movement at both the neck joints. Like I said, he probably has the best neck movement out of all the Jedi figures that we've gotten so far. Then we do get a point of articulation at the waist here, and Qui-Gon crunches forward a decent amount with that joint and goes back. Not the best, he does go forward a lot better with that joint, and we do get some pretty damn good pivot there, and then it also swivels. Now for the arms here, I do like these joints are a little more, it's not loose, but it's not extremely tight like some of the other Jedi figures we've gotten, so I like what they did with his shoulder joints. We do have a very nice circular motion out of the arm there, so I do like that point of articulation. Then the arms go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. They do go up and down. We do have bicep swivel, and you can swivel it at the shoulder as well. Then we have a single jointed elbow that bends in a little more than 90 degrees, and then it does swivel, and it can move all around on that joint right there. So I do like that point of articulation at the elbow with the Jedis here. Then we do have ball hinge at the wrist, so it does swivel, and then hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, we do have the old school shifting Tamashii Nation leg joints, as you can see, so his legs do shift down a tiny bit. And then Qui-Gon kicks forward a little more than 90 degrees. As you can see, the lower portion of the robe is not hindering his leg articulation. And then it goes back about 45 degrees, then kicks out to the side, a little less than 90 degrees. Then we do get swivel up there. We have single jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees. Then it does swivel a little bit where the joint connects into the knee and where it connects into the lower leg. Now for the ankles here, they do swivel. They hinge up a pretty good amount actually. Hinging down, not as good as hinging up. And then for the pivot, really not the best pivot because they keep using just ball joints. And these really aren't the best type of joints for ankle movement, to tell you the truth. So really not too happy with the ankle articulation. And then we do get a very nice toe hinge. But overall, I think we do get some great movement with this Qui-Gon. Like I said, I wish they would update and give us better ankle articulation for these Jedi figures and Star Wars characters, but they keep using those ball joints. But overall, you're going to be able to get them in some pretty good Jedi-like poses, and I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Star Wars Qui-Gon Jinn. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an even 9. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks.com. Not sure if he'll have it on the website. He might though, but I know that he'll definitely have it at his booth at Frank & Sons. And if you ever do buy something from Ageless Geeks, don't forget to enter in codename Daredevil, and you will be getting yourself a 5% off discount. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. And then the back of it does show a few poses. You can get this, so he should be one of the tallest Jedis that we have in this line here. So so we do get those two interchangeable faces, And then we are the SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker C-3PO Arpoo Peepoo